Minecraft, a game of endless gameplay and adventure. I remember playing back in 2012 being scared of every single mob. Creepers, skeletons, and especially the dark. Oh, and let's not forget the beast, the king himself, Herobrine. Yeah, no thanks. But if you didn't know, the original name for Minecraft was Cave Game, so it's pretty cool this recent update circles back to that. Anyways, in today's video, I will be surviving 100 days in hardcore Minecraft. I want to play vanilla Minecraft and build a Minecraft world for the long haul, so stay tuned to see if I can survive, because in hardcore, if I die, everything is completely over. But before we get into this video, be sure to subscribe and smash that like button, guys. Let's go ahead and beat that YouTube algorithm. But of course, it is your boy Swidge, and today I present 100 days in hardcore Minecraft. Let the adventure begin! There we started on day one, guys. Just like many adventures and every adventure I do, I hope you guys do it too. You get the woods. I was super excited to load into this world. I had no idea what to expect, what I had planned. All I really wanted to do was survive. And I was already running into problems as soon as I loaded in. This lava was trying to burn down this whole entire forest. So as the good citizen as I was trying to stop the fire, which I did after taking a little bit of damage. But yeah, I saved the forest, guys. I'm basically the hero. I'm the best person you've ever met in your life. Subscribe. Thank you. And I even ran into this goat, so surely my adventure was going to be great. I tried to locate all the sheeps I could find because I am scared of the dark, guys, and I want to make a bed as soon as possible. As you can see, at the end of day one, we found ourselves a nice little ravine. I was able to make myself a bed, and I was able to sleep because I am not dealing with these mobs at night. No, thank you. From days 2 to 3, I was able to mine the whole entire ravine and grab all the iron humanly possible and make myself a full iron set. So I was really happy about that. I was able to make a shield, and I got in a tussle with this Enderman here. Bit off more than I could chew, and I almost said goodbye on day 3, but luckily, your boy is a PvP god. Ignore those sneezes, guys. It's allergy season, and sometimes when I get scared, I sneeze. Yeah, as you saw there, on the start of day 4, a creeper tried to blow me up and just destroy me on that day, so that was not cool. Unluckily for these cows here, I also spawned by them, so I killed every single one. Then I met this guy, a wolf. Or a dog. I don't know what you guys call these, a wolf or a dog. I know I call him a dog, but technically in Minecraft, they are wolves. But there was a lot of them. It was a whole pack, and I wanted to be part of their pack. So I actually AFK'd all of day 4, waiting until nighttime, so I could kill some skeletons, so I can get some bones, and get at least 2 of them, so I can start myself my very own wolf pack. Or dog pack, dog squad, whatever you want to name it, guys. I mean, your boy Swidge was feeling nice, man. He had a full iron set with the iron axe, but I think I bit off more than I could chew. When it got dark, these mobs actually destroyed me. Luckily, I did have some help with some of the wolves in the area because these skeletons, you guys know, wolves don't like skeletons. So I got some, unnecessary assistance. I even tried to tame this wolf here, but he was a hungry guy. I fed him a bunch of bones, would not be tamed. I kept trying and trying. I was actually getting really frustrated because how many bones do you want, bro? Boom. Finally, best friends forever. And you best believe it's forever because I spent so much time and nearly died a couple times trying to tame you. But we finished off that night as soon as we made friends, and he helped me out. Look at him. Jumped off the cliff. He was serious. He was hardcore. I had enough bones to tame a second one, and I got greedy here. I tried to actually make them mate a baby at the same time while the zombies are trying to fight us. But I got them together, and they proved themselves to be a trustworthy squad. So I definitely wanted to stick with them the whole entire 100 days. I had big plans for these two, so I definitely wanted to make sure they were color-coded in this, I think this is magenta, purple collar. So when they did mate, they always mate with the red collars. And by day 7, guys, after a long travel, I found this really nice spot. Looked like I don't even know what this looks like, but a beautiful inside cave, outside, overground. Yeah. You know, you know what I'm saying. But I also had to save another forest from a fire. Guys, I do it all, man. The loot in the chests were okay. I was kind of upset, but you take what you can get. For some reason, I don't know why, I was feeling so aggressive and adventurous on this 100-day adventure. I just wanted to fight everything. And for some reason, I didn't even think about dying. Maybe because I have iron armor, but at one point, as you can see, there's like 15 mobs chasing after me. And that's when I thought, let's just call it quits. I just wanted to collect as many bones as possible so I could bone meal some plants or even just tame more dogs. From day 8 to 11, you guys know my building skills is not the greatest, so I actually worked on our base. I'm actually really happy I found our base very early on in the 100 days because I actually tend to just put it aside and not think about it. So because of this, I was able to, start a farm really early, get the sugarcane going, get the wheat going, and a nice gang of cows. What is a group of cows called, actually? That's a really good question. But I also got sidetracked while bringing the cows home because I found a zombie villager. So I wanted to reel him in towards the base. I made a nice little hole here. I wanted him to drop in here, but you know, obviously you can't control every mob in the game here. So I used my shield and I pushed him down the hole. I put a trapdoor over him and I tried to have a sleep, but obviously he is a hostile mob. So I put my bed somewhere else and I went to sleep. On day 12, I started off and I had to go get the cows. I left them out there because I got sidetracked with the zombie villager. Don't worry, guys. The cows are in a very beautiful place. Down in that hole, there's going to be a huge cow army, guys. Let me tell you. If you guys remember my first 100 days, sheesh, we're just getting started, baby. I attempted to do a really cool design or just make it look, you know, aesthetically pleasing so you guys would approve of it. But you guys know I'm not the greatest builder. I kind of got frustrated after working at it for 2 days. And what do you do when you're frustrated in Minecraft, guys? I mean, I know that I like to go mining, so there was a mine shaft right below our base, actually. It was right in the ravine, and I was really excited to explore the 1.17 caves. First thing I had to do, how to take out these cave spider and its spawner because they are very, very dangerous. They'll poison you and take you down to half heart. At that point, all you need to do is take fall damage or literally get shot by anything or hit by anything. I was actually really intrigued by the iron bars that were kind of all over the cave system. One thing I noticed actually was the generation was a little bit different when it came to mine shafts. It seemed a lot more narrower, a lot more open so you could see the ores. I honestly just collected whatever I could find. I know everyone has a different satisfying pleasure in Minecraft. What is yours? Let me know down in the comment section below. For me, it's just mining. I love to mine and just go caving in general. And even this dripstone here, these little like pointy parts of the dripstone and the source block of it itself. It was really nice and maybe I could use it for a build here and there. The mine shafts were definitely not safe though. There was creepers dropping in on me from every single angle. I had to be careful. I could die at any moment here. Luckily, the shield actually defends very well against creepers, so I 100% recommend that to any of you guys who go caving, or just in general if you're trying to live. While I was minding my business, strolling to the cave, I found this geode, guys. And I know, I've seen geodes many times, but it never gets old. You know, it never gets old. I think the blocks look so pretty. And then I actually just AFK'd in this little wall area so I can get better tools. But once my tools are ready, all the iron was smelted. It was time for me to go back out and literally just raid the whole entire geode. I wanted all the shards and a couple of the blocks. I didn't want to take too much though. And this was just a quick reminder that I should not be too content or feel super safe in the caves. They keep falling from everywhere. All these mobs keep coming from everywhere. And of course, along the adventure, guys, I would try to kill every Enderman that I saw because one of the goals is to kill the Ender Dragon. So that's definitely something I wanted to do within the 100 days. I know I didn't state any like goals I had for this video in general at the beginning in the intro, but for sure, I think every time when you play Minecraft, you want to beat the Ender Dragon. I feel like that's a really strong accomplishment that you can get done. I ran into these two Endermen here. They were just chilling by themselves. I think they may have been stuck in this web. So I actually got really lucky that they couldn't attack me from another angle. Because shortly after that, you guys can see here, this Enderman almost ends me. He got me down to 4 hearts, I believe. And honestly, if I didn't have the shield here, I would definitely be toast. I was at so much peace though, mining through these caves here. I even saw this glowing squid. And glowing squids are just so interesting to me. Like, I don't know, a very... I guess useless mob? Sorry if I'm offending anyone. I don't know if it's useless. I just don't know many recipes for them. So, you know, I could be completely wrong. I do apologize to any glowing squid stands out there. My sincere of all apologies. But I just don't know. What do they do, guys? I mean, they look cool. Shortly after that, I actually saw an axolotl, so I had to go find a water source, and I picked up a new axolotl, my pink friend. I was very excited to have him because who doesn't love axolotls, guys? They look awesome in Minecraft. I even saw another one around the corner here. I placed my axolotl so they could be friends. But then a creeper came around the corner and I was like, all right, I'm gonna head out. Literally SpongeBob meme. All right, I'm gonna head out. Yeah, that was enough caving for me for a little bit. You know, I got my fix in. I was feeling really relaxed and I was ready to go back. All the crops were grown. The sugarcane, the wheat was all ready to go. The cows were okay. And from day 24 to 27, we just did some more farming, some more expanding, making sure the cows were well fed because those cows were going to keep us well fed. Not only that, but they were going to give us leather. I started terraforming our area because it actually was a little bit too compact, and I started decorating around our, I guess you could call this the main hub. I placed our new axolotl friend into the water and he went to work right away. These poor salmons, these fishes in here, they stood no chance. The axolotl is a fierce predator, let me tell you. It put me at peace though. It felt really cool just to see, you know, once in a while I'd be farming and then an axolotl would just kill a fish and I'd see a dead fish float to the top. So that was pretty cool. I was able to use the dripstone and the glowberries, and I spent the rest of that night just torching up the area because there was mob spawning everywhere, so I was being trolled, to be honest. I gathered some sand because I actually wanted to make some type of glass type of style, but I ended up back in the caves because I was like, I just realized I have no diamonds. And what happens when you have no diamonds? Well, what are you doing, man? I had to get at least a little bit of diamonds. Don't worry, guys. I see that little pocket of diamonds there where I was fighting the creeper. I went up to the diamonds. I'm like, please have more behind you. But I was able to craft myself a diamond pickaxe, and so I sat there and I mined obsidian very slowly but patiently. And while I was down there, I said to myself, might as well grab some cobble deep slate because it is a beautiful block and I'm sure I can make a really good use of it back at the base. Once I got back to the base, I found a little extension of the cave actually that was right by the main hub, and I decided that area looked really open and it would be a really good chest room. But I had to go torch up all the extensions just in case any mobs would come up and pull up on me while I'm AFKing. And literally, you know, imagine this. You go to the washroom, you're AFK, you come back, you're in your hardcore world, and you're dead. Why? Because you didn't torch up an area of a cave, and now a zombie killed you. Imagine dying to a zombie. Yeah, it cannot be me. I would not let that happen to me. After all the torture was up, it was now Operation Chest Room. And I didn't want to make too many chests because sometimes I go overboard with the chests and I have, you know, way too many chests for too little belongings. So I try to keep it minimal, a nice 6 double chests. I thought that'd be okay. I also made a skyline above the chest room so we get some natural light. And of course, guys, we cannot forget to feed the cows. But I was feeling ready. I was feeling really confident, really good. I put the nether portal together and it was time for the next adventure. The nether! Okay, sorry, I don't even know why I said it like that. But as soon as I entered the nether, guys, I stacked up on 3 blocks and I killed some endermen. Why? Guys, ender pearls. Obviously, ender pearls every time. I spawned up so high in the nether, it took me so long to get down. From day 35 to 36, I was traveling. And I finally found a bastion. I was being rained down by on this ghast right here, but my sniping skills were looking elite. I was looking really good, and I got him out of the air, and I entered the bastion. I had to be really careful. A piglin came out of nowhere and literally hit me once with an axe. Luckily, I knocked him off, and I hid myself and got myself to safety. And guys, bastions aren't just good for getting gold and, you know, trading with piglins. They actually have really good loot. Not only that, they have ancient debris. For example, golden carrots, they actually taste very good. Not only taste very good, but they give you really good saturation. But yeah, of course, the gold blocks are really good, but at the same time, look at this. I got a mending diamond pickaxe and a bunch of arrows. That's a big thing as well. I cleared the whole entire bastion, made sure I killed all the magma cubes, got all the gold, and I was out. I tried to find the Pumbas, aka these hoglins, killed every single one I could find. And I began trading with the piglins. It was time for me to cash out. I had so much gold, it was insane. And if you guys are wondering why I don't like hoglins, well, let me show you. They are really strong. They throw you up in the air. They're so obnoxious. The baby ones, they'll hit you once, and when you hit them, they'll run away. And this one nearly kills me. 3 hearts. Looking back at it now, I only have iron armor, so I do have to play very safe, and I guess I just didn't realize it at the time. By day 42, I found myself another fortress, so I spent a few days there collecting the blaze rods, of course. I need the blaze rods so I can make a brewery. Not only a brewery, but those blaze powders as well, so I can get those eyes of ender, so I can go kill that ender dragon. Luckily, before I got to the nether fortress, I actually got a bunch of fire resistance potions because I don't know if I would have lived if I didn't. The blaze's firepower is actually kind of insane, so luckily I did have fire resistance and did not take that much damage from the blazes. Once in a while, I would accidentally walk into a blaze and it would do a lot of damage, but other than that, I was okay. It was very, very easy. I walked around the nether fortress and I looted a bunch of the chests. There was a ghast in the distance that was firing these fireballs at me. I hit him once, I fired another one, and my arrow actually hit one of his fireballs, which sent it back to the ghast. I have never done that before. That is literally insane. If you're watching right now, guys, comment down in the comment section below MLG snipes, because that was insane. I was enjoying my soul sands boots, but it was time to go home. On day 46, I said hello to the cows, of course, guys. Fed them, make sure the army was growing strong. All the crops wanted to be farmed, so of course I had to farm them. And then I saw this. There were pillagers inside the cow pen. And so I thought to myself, I don't know if you guys know this, but it's called entity cramping. Basically, you can make stuff die because there's so many entities in one chunk. Not one chunk, but on one block. I tried to do that, but as you can see, I fell into the hole and I got really freaked out because I thought I was going to die. So I took care of the pillagers and stopped messing around with them. I used my levels to enchant a pickaxe and I got Fortune 3, Efficiency 4, which was actually really good. I was smelting all the stuff I had gotten, and I just AFK'd in this corner for a little bit. On day 49, it was time to hit the caves. Why? We have Fortune 3 and Efficiency 4, guys. It's time to go not only get diamonds, copper, redstone, lapis, anything that I can use Fortune on, which luckily in this update, you can use it on everything. So that was super cool. I really enjoyed that addition to this update. I mean, obviously we're there for the diamonds, but we'll take everything else. I don't know if you guys have noticed as well, but the textures for diamonds are very different from the original ones. Not only redstone, but I feel like the majority of things, the textures were changed. And honestly, at first I didn't like it, but now I'm kind of a big fan. I even conquered this skeleton spawner, took care of all that loot, lit it up, and I kept it around because maybe I need it for later. It was really cool to see diamonds on cobble deep slate and on regular stone. It adds more of like a cool caving experience, but when I got back on day 54, it was time to enchant all my gear, guys. I had so much diamonds, I could now make a full set, and I also found another axolotl down when I was caving, so I added him to the pond here, the pool, the pond, the lake, whatever it may be, so we could have a friend. And guys, I gotta say it again, the cows are being fed, don't you worry. And while I was feeding them, it looked very, very crazy in there, so I had to do a little bit of crowd control and take a few of them out because I don't know if my computer could handle it. And back to the wolves, guys. Why do you think we're growing the cows here, making such a big cow army? We need beef to feed our wolf army, guys. Look how cute the baby wolves are, guys. Are you kidding me? On day 55 to 57, it was time to terraform. Our base was looking very cramped, very small, and the cows needed more space. I also thought it'd be a good idea to actually have like a nice grass dirt feel inside the chest room. And on the night of day 56, you see here, I'm expanding this cow pen because I don't know if you guys have noticed, you know, it's kind of hard to notice, but the cows, they're barely moving in there. So I opened up a new pasture for them, made a lot of room. Even when they moved in, I actually looked at it, I was like, wow, they need even more. So I went ahead and expanded it, got them in their new area, and blocked off their old base. I know they're going to miss that hole, but they deserved a lot more. On day 58, I met myself a nice stallion. He was quite fast, and we adventured off into the unknown. We found this village. It wasn't quite a village, it was a broken down village. There's a bunch of webs here and there. It was representing it was run down, but right beside it, there was a fully functioning village. And of course, just like any Minecraft player, I raided all the food, took all the hay bales. I love villagers for hay bales, so that way I don't have to grow any hay, so I'm a big fan of that. This village had a nice horse that was held captive. It was very fast, so I replaced it, unfortunately, you know, but it is what it is. I spent the night, and on day 59, I was back at the base. Look, I even stole this bell for the cows, so the cows know when it's feeding time. As I've been walking around the base, I noticed there were a lot of bees flying around. I thought I was a parkour god. I tried to jump over the ravine, didn't quite make it, but it was time for me to silk touch some bees. I got the total bee location achievement, and I placed those bees near our farm. There was two bodies of water that were really close to each other, so I decided, why don't we connect it here? So I made a nice hole here, filled in the water, and now the axolotls could go into both sides. They kill the squids from one pond, and they could kill the fish from the other. Man, the axolotls live a good life. I did a few things around the base, for example, expanding out the farm, and making this walkway from the chest room really accessible to the outside. That way I wouldn't have to go inside from the hub down to the chest room. Everything was working very smoothly. Not only was it looking good, but guys, our wolf army was expanding. Look at this. There's a few more now, but you just wait. From day 63 to 70, guys, oh my goodness, I don't even know what to tell you. Sometimes I completely zone out when I strip mine. The reason why I was strip mining was because I wanted to make a mob XP farm. I wanted to make sure we had some good armor, some good weapons, and some good tools before we fought the Ender Dragon. So that's what I did. I strip mined for 7 days while watching a movie, because who doesn't like watching movies and playing Minecraft at the same time? I was down there for a long time, guys. Luckily, I had a nice silk touch pick, and all that stone and cobblestone that I was collecting was actually going to be used for the XP farm. It was literally a win-win situation. When I got back up to the surface, I noticed my horse was down in this ravine, and I was like, whoa, how did you get down here? Did you fall down here? And how are you not dead? So I made the horse a nice little walkway, and we got him to safety. We put him in the cow pen. We put him in the cow pen because it is very safe in there, guys. Trust me, those cows will take care of anything. So I towered up to the sky with all the silk touch blocks I got, and this was so satisfying using my fortune pickaxe and just mining everything. Look at all those diamonds, the redstone, and the lapis. Look at the dog army, guys. We are looking so strong. I had to take a nice selfie. On the night of day 71, there were phantoms flying in trying to attack me. So I wanted to test the dog's skills. Could they be able to defend me if these phantoms here were attacking me? So I made sure they had some good walkways and some good access to the phantoms, and they took care of business. Preparations for the mob XP farm were now in place, and it was time to start building. As I was building the mob XP farm, I went down to take a look to see if it was working, and it was working a little too well, but that's a good thing. The farm was now near complete. All I needed to do was make myself a nice AFK spot right up in the sky in a glass dome. I sat there for a couple days and I came back down and it looked like it was working, but I did mess up one part. I did not light up the whole entire area around that, so there was a lot of mobs spawning around, so there was some more work to be done. I fixed it and I ended up AFKing again, and this time when I went down, it was so much better. I wanted to get as much levels as possible because I was ready to do a big enchantment so I can go fight that Ender Dragon. After clearing all the mobs from the XP farm that I had gathered, I had a lot of levels, which meant I had a lot of wiggle room to make some good gear. Unfortunately, I did, waste a little bit of my levels on stuff that I didn't really need, but I actually got a pretty decent set of diamond armor, and now I was fully enchanted, and it wasn't terrible either. On the night of day 81, these zombies kept spawning in and coming up on the hub, but we had so many wolves, so I wanted to test their strength just like I did on the phantoms. I commanded some to walk around, and the zombies literally stood no chance. It was really good to see that the wolf army is strong. I brewed up some potions, and from day 82 to 83, I set out to go find the stronghold. Unfortunately, my first eye broke, but it was time for our adventure. I even ran into this beautiful flower biome. On day 84, I actually found the stronghold. I dug right down into it, and actually, I dug right into the library, which was super lucky. And I guess there was no other way down but to just drop down, so I said screw it, and I dropped into the library, and I got the advancement I Spy. I didn't need any books or any paper, so I didn't really try to loot any of the bookshelves. I just wanted to look for the portal. First, I had to get past these skeletons and navigate myself through the stronghold. I didn't actually have to wait that long until I found it. And then I was approached by silverfish, which I took out, and I took out the spawner. There was one eye in the portal, so I filled out every single frame, and now I was starting to get scared. It was time to go fight the Ender Dragon. Yeah, that Ender Dragon did not look friendly when I first walked in. But it's your boy Swidge, man. I'm not scared of nobody. So, of course, guys, I came in firing all the arrows. In this replay here, I missed every single tower. Why? Guys, I was nervous. Can you really blame me? But I got going. I just needed a little bit of time, okay? I got a little flick on the Ender Dragon. I let her know I was there. I was sitting in her dragon's breath. I could have died there, but I took out the tower she was near, got a few shots just to let her know, hey, I'm not gonna be easy. I thought it'd be a good idea to scale up these walls, so I shot an Ender Pearl up at this obsidian tower, built my way up, took out one of them, tried to do a really cool 180 shot on this one, completely missed. So I had to build up and hit the last tower here, and I think that was it. I was at a really good spot up here, at a really good angle, and I could fire my arrows down on the Ender Dragon.
Oh, did I just do that?
I believe she tried to shoot a dragon's breath at me, but I blew it up with one of my arrow shots.
I'm the king of this world. I get it, you're the queen.
The Ender Dragon was not happy with me. She tried to blow up the platform I was on, but luckily I did not fall off, but it didn't really matter. I had a potion of slow falling. As you can see, the dragon purged here, and I got some really good hits on her. Boom, 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 boom. I have sharpness 3 on this sword, I believe. She was getting destroyed. My bow shots were looking really good as well, and when she purged for the final time, I knew this was it, guys. Swidge was gonna be the king.
Yes, sir! Okay, man, what am I doing? Alright, let's go, boys. Give me my trophy, boys. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum.
Oh, man, life was sweet. Life was good, man. We have not died in the hardcore world yet. We had beat the dragon, aka Minecraft's boss. I mean, I guess Minecraft has a few bosses, but we defeated the main one. So of course, guys, we had to get that remote getaway. So we took an ender pearl and we went into the rest of the end, I guess you could call it. I was pretty far away when I tried to bridge over. I threw my ender pearl and I made it. Luckily, I did not want to fall in that void. That would be tragic. From day 86 to 87, we continued looking around for some end cities. We would have to mine some endstone, keep bridging, mine some endstone, keep bridging. You get the gist, until we found this end city. Of course, I had to disrupt these shulker boxes piece because I wanted their drops, because I wanted to make some shulkers. I mean, who doesn't love a little bit of extra storage? I bit off more than I could chew though, because there was a lot of shulkers in this tower. This tower was insane. There was shulkers on every single wall. But they boosted me up to the loot. I didn't even have to parkour, didn't have to build up. So I just took advantage of them. I mean, it's kind of their fault why I'm flying up so high. But I got hit by so many of these shulkers and they were sniping me from every single angle. I kept flying up and up and up until I got this achievement. Great view from up here. I don't think I've ever gotten that before. I tried to take advantage of that. I mean, try to moonwalk my way over to the end ship. But I didn't quite make it. Used an ender pearl and I went in for the loot. The loot and chest was actually really insane. But of course, the elytra and the ender dragon head is what we're there for. Check out this sick combo, guys. Yeah. Your boy was feeling accomplished. I also knew I wasn't coming back home until I had an elytra. So I brought a lot of rockets. So from day 88 to 91, we flew around the end and tried to find as much end ships and cities as possible. All I needed was an ender chest and I could store so much stuff and bring it back home. And that's exactly what happened. We found a couple towers that had some ender chests. The loot in the majority of the chests was absolutely insane. I have like, I think I left with like 3 elytras. The loot was insane. But all good things have to come to an end. I mean, I was getting kind of tired of looting all these end cities and ships because I was getting extremely OP. So we had to go find a way back home. And luckily, we found 2 of these portals beside each other. On day 92, I woke up in my bed right beside my wolf army. The first thing I wanted to do was get a trophy room in Sword. You know, I had to flex my accomplishments, the things I just achieved, the things I just got, and obviously I have to flex it to the Minecraft world. First things first, I need to get a lot of raw beef. So I killed plenty of cows and I mated a bunch of the wolves. The army was going strong. I tested them again. I actually got attacked by like 3 or 4 zombies. So I unleashed the wolves. They did some training. I needed them to be stone cold killers. And that they were. I spent day 93 putting the trophy room together. I wasn't quite sure what blocks I wanted to use. Just wanted to use nice looking blocks. So that's what I thought looked good. And I actually made a stop into the nether. It needed some glowstone for some good lighting. The trophy room was coming together and it was getting ready to flex all my items. Number 1, gotta flex the ender dragon head and the elytra. That elytra there was like basically empty. I used all of it when I was in the end. And as you guys can see, the 2 original dogs here with the collars, I actually ended up naming Mom and Dad. I didn't really know what to name them, but Mom and Dad, it just fits right. They built this whole entire army, those 2, and they're almost in a way my mom and dad. They raised me throughout these 100 days, and I was gonna make them proud. I crafted my ultimate sword and called it the Swidgy sword. And on day 94 to 97, I set out on an adventure. I wanted to go find a pillager outpost. You guys are probably wondering, Swidge, why are you building such an insane wolf army? Well, guys, I'm gonna take this wolf army and I'm going to defeat a raid on a village. So that's what I did. I went on my elytra, I went around, looked around for villages, because if there's villages, then there's pillager outposts, and that's what I was looking for. I was there at the pillager outpost for a couple days. I will not lie to you guys. It took a while for this guy to spawn in, and of course, when one decides to spawn in, 2 spawned in. It just took, you know, a couple days. Thanks a lot, Minecraft. I flew back home, I got all the wolves together on the night of day 97, I right-clicked every single one. I wanted every single wolf there, and then we marched out to go find the village that was near our house. And on day 98, we were now there. Alright boys, we've arrived at our destination. Let's make Mom and Dad proud. After my little speech to the wolves, we marched into the village and the raid began. I went to the bell and I rang as much as I could. Villagers, get inside, it is about to get dirty. And then the pillagers came, and I wanted to test to see how strong the wolves were. I didn't want to kill them by myself, but I only attacked them once so I could aggro them. And the wolves were going crazy. I didn't even have to do anything. The wolves paired with the iron golem, what a awesome combo. Just look at this, guys. This is absolutely insane. I thought I was doing good until the next waves came, where the evokers came, and the big boy Ravager. It was kind of getting out of hand, guys. I will not lie to you. The Ravager was really strong, especially if they had the stronger guys on their back, and I actually was forced to eat a few golden apples. The wolves were very good, but sometimes they wouldn't aggro and do exactly what I wanted, so I kind of had to just run circles. I didn't want to do all the elimination. I wanted to leave it up to the wolves, because this is why we raised this army. The battle went on for days. It dragged on into night. There was plenty of times where I thought I was gonna die. Sometimes I would literally just be walking around and there'd be totems on the ground. Of course, I didn't want to take any risks, guys, so I put a totem in my other hand, and actually I almost died, like, a lot of times. But, of course, my wolves prevailed, and we were the heroes of the village, baby. Yes, sir. And on day 100, the wolves and I, we gathered together, and we rallied back to the base. And for my reward, / my treat to the wolves, I let them feast on the cows. There were so many of them. Spent the rest of day 100 setting all the wolves down, and I named this place the Dog's Den, or the Wolves' Den. But it was a big battle and there were a lot of losses, so I also made a sign in our trophy room saying, "A bone block to respect the troops lost on day 100. May they rest in peace." Every dog matters, and they all played a big part in that victory, so they will never be forgotten, guys. I spent the rest of day 100 over at Mom and Dad, and I gave them 2 of my totems, because I had a lot. And I thanked them for raising this amazing army that helped me defeat this raid. I want to thank you guys so much for watching today's video. This has been 100 days surviving in Minecraft Hardcore. It was such a fun journey, guys. If you enjoyed it, be sure to smash that like button and subscribe if you're new. And if you've been watching for this long, comment down in the comment section below. Secret Squad. I read all the comments. But until next time, guys, this is your boy Swidge. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.